Celebration Luncheon is Girls Inc.'s biggest fundraiser, bringing the girls of Girls Inc. together with the community.
The Celebration Luncheon has been in existence for 23 years and is an event that honors girls and women who are making a difference. With more than 900 people in attendance at this year's luncheon, we're treated to musical selections by the Girls Inc. Choir, handmade items for sale at the micro market, and several awards to deserving girls and women who are inspiring others to be strong, smart, and bold. Hi, I'm Rachel. For this segment, we will be interviewing girls right here at Girls Inc. about the Celebration Luncheon. What was your favorite part of the luncheon?
Well, my favorite part of the luncheon was singing on stage.
What was your job there?
Well, I had to work in the bank to sell stuff.
What did you learn when you were part of the luncheon?
What?
What did you learn?
Well, I learned that some girls had really sad lives, and they they had to move on, and they finally they ended up in Girls Inc. Like Julia. Oh, Julia.
Thank you. Cariani, you were at the Celebration Luncheon. What was your job there?
I was a speaker.
Were you nervous?
No.
How did you prepare for that?
I practiced a lot.
What did you think of the luncheon?
I think it was a nice program that the girls could participate in.
What was your favorite part of the luncheon?
The dessert.
Thank you. Hi, Mercedes. What was your job at this year's Celebration Luncheon?
I was the person saying blessing for everybody.
Were you nervous?
Yes, of course I was. I mean, there's like 900 people there.
How did you prepare for it?
Well, I did a lot of breathing. Yes, I would have to say that. But also, I was kind of just like, okay, let's get through this. I've done it. I mean, I haven't done it before, but I've spoken to people before, and I just have stage fright, and I have no clue why.
What was your favorite part about the luncheon?
My favorite part was I love the dessert. They had the little test tubes, and I like chorus. I like being able to say something and actually being able to change what people thought about me.
What did you learn at the luncheon?
Well, I learned a lot of things. One thing I learned was that even though if you're scared, you just go up there and do it, and I'm pretty sure that it'll turn out great. That's one thing. And another thing I learned is that the Celebration Luncheon has a lot of people.
Annual Celebration Luncheon. Not only were there inspiring speakers and musical performances, but the Girls Inc. micro markets had some really cool things for sale. Let's take a look at some of these amazing handmade products. The Mini Chef's Cafe sold homemade shortbread cookies and garden bonbons. Next, the Science Museum sold fossil magnets and GAC. GAC is a ooey gooey fun slime made out of food coloring and borax. Color My World and Sally's Art Gallery made decorative posters, magazine purses, student artwork, and even jewelry and trivets. Shabby Chic Boutique sold soda can pop-top jewelry like bracelets and sold earrings and diva scarves. Fitness Fanatics sold sports key rings with miniature tennis, soccer, and basketballs. The Government Center sold t-shirts, mugs, note cards, and water bottles. The proceeds from each of these sales help to support Girls Inc. and all its fantastic programs. So if you missed this year's luncheon, we'll look forward to seeing you next year. For Girl TV, I'm Alice. Bye!
I Remember Her Love. My grandma Utta had a beautiful smile, a strong, talented woman of style. Even when my cousin couldn't say her name, she adopted Utta as her claim to fame. A Lebanese girl living in Mexico, she married and built a family of her own. Deeply in love until their lives fell apart. They took a boat to Lebanon and made a new start. I remember her love especially when she used to say to me, شو حلوة شو شاطرة يا حبيبتي يا حبيبتي يا عيوني شو حلوة يا حبيبتي شو حلوة شو شاطرة يا حبيبتي تعي تعي لهون يا حبيبتي I love to watch a dust paintbrush swirl during summers in Daron as a little girl. With every stroke I peeked my head around and smiled happily without making a sound. I loved her paintings and wish I had more. Years ago they were destroyed in the war. I have memories of on my wall. She continues to be inspiration to us all. I remember her love especially when she used to say to me, يا عيوني شو حلوة شو شاطرة يا حبيبتي يا حبيبتي يا عيوني شو حلوة يا حبيبتي شو حلوة شو شاطرة يا حبيبتي تعي تعي لهون يا حبيبتي.
Hi, I'm Rihanna. Today I'm here with Kelly Levine, Executive Vice President and Group Publisher of Sarasota Magazine. What or who inspired you to become publisher of Sarasota Magazine?
I grew up in a family that loves to read. We read everything. So my mom subscribed to lots of magazines, and we read a lot of books. And I actually grew up out in Arizona, and my dad was a cattle rancher. And oftentimes in Arizona it gets 120 degrees. And so during the summer, you don't do a lot. So reading was really what we did, my whole family did. So as I grew older, I always read a lot and got my degree in something that had nothing to do with publishing, but I eventually started to work for magazines, and it was really to me something, I love communication. I love how a magazine brings groups of people together, and it is also, a magazine is about interests. So it brought a lot of things in my life that I really enjoyed, but mostly because I love reading.
I heard that you worked for the Vogue magazine. How was that experience, and what was good and what was bad?
That's a good question too. Vogue was a fun, great job because everybody's heard about Vogue. And actually when I was offered the job, I was so excited because what person wouldn't want to work for Vogue? I mean, it was just so wonderful. And I loved, well, I'll tell you the one thing that was really wonderful, which sounds kind of crazy, but I went back to my high school reunion, my 20th high school reunion. And remember, I grew up on a ranch, and I grew up in Tucson, Arizona. So when I went back and people said, what do you do now, 20 years after? And I go, well, I work for Vogue magazine. And that was possibly one of the better things about it. But the magazine taught me a very valuable lesson, that you need to really look beyond just, the name and what you think something stands for, or what if people are excited about when you say I work for Vogue, and really look to make sure that that job reflects what you want to do and what your values are and what's important to you. And I learned a really great lesson for that, that perhaps some of the things that they were talking about, very thin women, a lot about clothes, and perhaps not about the girl underneath all those clothes. And so that really helped me when I decided that this was not where I wanted to spend my entire career. So I went actually to, after that, was recruited to another national magazine, and I really made sure that time that that was someplace that really had the same thing. They felt the things were important to them were the same ones that were important to me. So a big lesson.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And for today's show, I'm going to talk about the Gina Davis Institute on Gender in Media. One day, Academy Award winner Gina Davis was watching children's television with her daughter when she noticed that there was an imbalance in the ratio for male to female actors. Gina Davis created this project because it helps to draw attention to the fact that there should be more roles for women in film and television. She believes kids need to see entertainment where females are valued as much as males. Some recommendations that can make this project even better are as follows. More TV shows and movies need more women to be minor characters and or narrators. TV shows and movies need more women of color. Movies and TV shows need to create more women with aspirations beyond romance. Films and TV need to let women and girls value their inner character more. This work continues to help provide research and drive positive changes on behalf of girls and women. For more information on Gina's project, visit www.cjane.org. For Girl TV, I'm Kiriani. Bye!
Hi, I'm Helena.
And I'm Peyton.
I can't believe that we're learning about the hermit crab.
I haven't said that yet.
Well, now you know that today we're learning about hermit crabs, so try not to get pinched.
Hermit crabs are not picky. They pretty much eat human diets, such as meat, fish, and fresh fruits and veggies.
Hey, did you know that the shell that they're in isn't theirs? They have borrowed it from a sea snail. When a crab gets too big for its shell, it moves to another one.
Hermit crabs are not actually hermits. They are like a crowd and are seen in groups of 100 or more on the beach.
During their life cycle, a female hermit crab releases her fertilized eggs into the ocean. Because most crabs reproduce in the ocean, they cannot be bred in captivity.
Most hermit crabs are ocean-based creatures.
Because they are nocturnal, which means they move around at night, they can be a loud pet to have in your bedroom, so it's better to keep them in some other room if you want to have a hermit crab as a pet.
Hermit crabs are invertebrates, which means they have no backbone.
Typically, they are a reddish color, an orange shade, or a sort of brown. Many of them also have purple spots and other patterns, except for the molting period, when they shed their exoskeleton and move from one shell to another one. Their soft bodies, which are twisted, remain hidden within their new shells. They have 10 legs with joints and 2 claws in front.
Younger hermit crabs molt more often than the adults because they grow faster. They can molt every few months.
Hey, don't you have a hermit crab?
I have 3.
Here are some tips for keeping some.
1. Get more than one. They can be very lonely by themselves.
2. Make sure you clean the cage every 2 weeks. And be prepared to have this hermit crab for a long time. And remember to keep it clean, because they can live up to 15 years in captivity.
That's all for today's show. Al, I need to take care of this pinch.
For Girl TV, I'm Helena.
And I'm Peyton.
Bye!
Hi, I'm Peyton. Welcome back to Girl TV. I'm here with Julie Milton. How did you get started in this business?
Well, when I graduated college with a double major in communications and journalism a long time ago, and I wanted to be a sports reporter. But that didn't work out for me, unfortunately. So I worked for many years for a Fortune 500 company. I had a lot of work experience in writing and marketing. I was in the health food business, which of course has nothing to do with this business. However, I was always writing and marketing products, and I always thought somehow I'd end up back in journalism. So when the opportunity came up for me to buy Scene magazine in 2007, I thought, well, here's the chance to use that communications and journalism degree I got so many years ago. Always admired all the great journalists of our time. I'm old enough to remember somebody you would never know, Walter Cronkite, who when President Kennedy died when I was a little girl, that he really affected me.
Do you ever do articles particularly about kids?
I've done some. Yes, in fact, we've done, recently we talked about some of the graduates from some of the high schools and the great accomplishments they've achieved. And
why did you pick Girls Inc. to support?
Well, because I love the whole premise of the organization, encouraging girls to be strong, smart, and bold.
Bye.
Bye.
Girls Incorporated of Sarasota County is a nonprofit youth program for girls aged 5 to 14. Through a variety of different programs, Girls Inc. helps young girls become strong, smart, and bold. One way it does this is with Dream Harbor, a miniature society run completely by the girls. It has a government of elected officials, its own money and bank, shops, and even a television production studio. The mayor of Dream Harbor is 10-year-old Trinity. Let's meet her now for a tour of Dream Harbor.
Hello, I'm Trinity, and I'm the mayor of Dream Harbor. The different jobs at Dream Harbor are the government center, the bank, and post office. This is where all of the girls get their money for consumer break. Mini Chef's Cafe. The cafe, they give a snack here. Today we just had turkey salad, fresh apples, and a cookie. The Science Museum is they make gas, goo, and lava lamps, and lots of other fun stuff. The gym, which is Fitness Fanatics, Shabby Chic Beauty, Color My World, WSSB Girl TV.
Right now we are in our production room, and right now we are currently working on the show, the movies, and they're all writing scripts right now.
From all of us at Girls Inc., thanks for coming on our tour.
Hi, I'm Erica, and this is Miss Donna. How long have you been involved with Girls Inc.?
That's a long question because I can't remember it so long ago. It's way, way back, about 60 or 65 years ago that I joined Girls back in Connecticut.
Why did you choose to become involved with Girls Inc.?
Because I like to take care of little girls, and I like to make sure that little girls get a good education, and I like to make sure that little girls have a good chance in life.
What kinds of changes have you seen from girls over the past?
Oh my.
Years.
I've seen lots of changes. Little girls now are not little girls anymore. They do great big wonderful things, like up on the stage. You're so grown up, you act. Little girls, back when I first started, they were just little girls playing with dolls. They've all gotten great educations, and they've gotten to be much more adult for their ages. But it's all for the good. They're all good little girls.
Any advice for the girls that are watching?
Yes. Be strong, smart, and bold.
Bye.
My name is Allison. Welcome to WSSB Girl TV. Today we are going to talk about pink dolphins. Pink dolphins are friendly, sensitive mammals that have a brain capacity 40% larger than humans. Wow, they must be very smart. They now are becoming extinct. Some in Hong Kong are becoming endangered because of polluting, fishing, and boats. Also the destruction of the South American rainforest. Poor them, that must be very hard for them. They are well known for their pink color. They are born gray and become pink over the years. Cool, that's like if someone is born with green eyes, then their eyes slowly change into blue. They have a powerful beak, small eyes, and are slow swimmers. They are extremely flexible. They can weigh up to 200 pounds. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Hi, I'm Zandy. I'm here with Miss Louise Brutterly. She's the publisher of West Coast Women. Hi, Miss Louise.
Hello.
What or who inspired you to start the newspaper?
Well, actually, I was hired to launch the paper, and it was just an unusual concept for Sarasota to have a newspaper dedicated just for women on the west coast of Florida.
How do you select the featured Woman of the Month?
Well, did you know that Miss Stephanie was a West Coast woman? Don't you think she'd be a great West Coast woman?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, she kind of exemplifies what a West Coast woman is all about. She's strong and all the other things we know the women are here. But it's a leader in the community, someone who's unique in her job and very courageous.
How do you select a topic like the education feature in January 2012?
Well, did you know that women make up the majority of the population going to school and going to graduate school? And women are the majority going back to medical school and in law school. So we thought, knowing all that, it was a great topic.
Okay.
Thank you. Very good job.
Thank you. For Girl TV, I'm Zandy. Bye.
Girls Inc. is teaching girls not just about now and how to be a better person and how to be a better leader now. They teach you about history and how women were treated before.
It inspires all the girls to do stuff they never knew they could do.
I've learned to be responsible, and I've learned to do what I need to do and to get it done.
Because it shows younger girls and older girls about the real world, how it's like.
You know when you go to school and the teachers just teach you? When you come here, the teachers teach you, but they treat you as if you're family, as if they care about you. It's one of those places where you can feel like you can be yourself no matter what.
You don't have to worry about being scared or anything.
It's just a really big opportunity for me to be here, and I just love it. Just being able to laugh out loud and being like girls.
Hi, welcome to Girl TV. I'm Peyton Saturn with the executive editor, Miss Lisa Walsh. First question, what or who inspired you to work for the Observer and in publishing?
It would have to be my father and my grandfather. They were both in the newspaper industry for many, many years. My father still is in the newspaper industry more than 50 years, and he's one of our partners in the Observer group.
Is it hard working for the Observer?
You know, it is hard work, but it's very satisfying because it's so much fun. And, you know, I have a real passion for it, so I don't mind the hard work at all.
Bye, Girl TV.
Hello and welcome to A Girl Did That, which is about girls and teens in history. My name is Genesis.
My name is Erica.
My name is Kayla.
Today we are going to talk about Selena Perez. When she was 3 years old, she started to sing. And at 6 years old, she was singing in both English and Spanish. That's pretty amazing. Her father started a musical group when she was only 9 years old. The name of the band was called Selena y los Dinos, which means Selena and the Guys.
The first performance they had was at their family restaurant 4 years later. Selena y los Dinos recorded their first album. In 1986, she won the Best Female Vocalist in Tejano's Music Awards. In fact, she won this award for the next 10 years. What is Tejano's music? It's a mix of Mexican and country Western music. In fact, my friend's mom watched the Tejano's Music Awards on TV.
Another major success is that Selena spent more weeks at number 1 on Billboard Top 50 Latin charts than any other artist. In fact, her song Amor Prohibido was number 1 for 78 weeks, which beats Gloria Estefan's 58 weeks.
Everybody called her Preciosa, which means beautiful, spirited, and wonderful. Sadly, her talented life was cut short at the age of 24. I think she was an amazing person. She will always be in my memory, and if you like her, she will be in yours too.
Thank you for listening to our inspiring story for Girl TV. I'm Genesis.
I'm Kayla.
I'm Erica.
Adios.
Hi, I'm Sandy. I'm here with Miss Diane McFarland. She is the publisher of Herald Tribune.
Sandy.
Hi, Miss Diane. Who inspired you to be a copy editor and reporter?
You know, I think a number of people inspired me, certainly my parents and teachers, but the person who had the most direct impact was the publisher of the little daily newspaper in Lake Wales, where I grew up.
What are your responsibilities as a publisher?
My responsibilities as publisher really cover the whole operation. I'm responsible for all the departments here as well as community relations. And there's no way I could do my job if I didn't have some really talented people working here. And
is there a part of your newspaper that would interest the kids in Sarasota?
I think there are a lot of parts of our newspaper that would interest kids. Certainly sports. We devote a lot of coverage to school sports, both youth sports and preps, which is high school sports. In fact, we even have a website called htpreps.com, and it's just a phenomenal site. It covers virtually everything that's going on, all the school sports. I love Girls Inc., and it's because of girls like you who are given the confidence to be themselves.
Well, that's all for today. For Girl TV, I'm Sandy. Bye.
Hi everybody, I'm Rachel. Welcome to Girls Inc., a place where girls learn to be strong, smart, and bold.
When my muscles are big.
Daily sports and activities at Girls Inc. help girls to be strong in mind and body. Hiya! You're smart about choices. You don't always go along with the crowd. You pay attention in class and get good grades. Girls Inc. makes learning about science, math, art, and technology fun. Programs like Project Bold help girls become strong leaders, build self-confidence, and teaches girls to be themselves.
I am Girls Inc.
I'm Girls Inc. I am Girls Inc.
We're Girls Inc.